All right, hello and welcome to Camel Finance. I'm your boy Camel, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Pepe coin and meme coins in general. Now, I've got to open this up by saying, let's just hop straight into a Pepe chart, okay? I get it. I get it if you don't have much money and you're looking to grow your account as quickly as possible. I also get it. Everyone wants to buy a lottery ticket, right? You put 100, 200 quid in down here, and then you're a millionaire in 20 days later or less. I understand the fascination. I understand the infatuation with these things. But more and more people are reaching out to me on Twitter and in the YouTube comments and saying, oh, can I cover Pepe coin? Can I cover meme coins? And I mean, look, if you make money from this stuff, I'm happy for you. I'm always happy to champion the success of other people. But I cannot condone this. Okay, I can't condone this. I cannot tell you I'm going to buy Pepe coin. And hopefully after today's presentation, I will have convinced you to start to think differently about this. I'm also going to show you that this thing is, I think, a lot darker than people realize. I don't think this is a harmless meme coin. I actually think this is a DDoS attack on the Bitcoin network. And I'm going to show that to you. I'm going to prove this to you in just a minute. So first of all, we'll try and make a bit of lightheartedness about this. If you enjoy Pepe, if you enjoy meme coins, then you do you, okay? It's far beyond the remit of myself to tell you what to do with your money. But I will say this, you will never catch me trading Pepe or any of these meme coins. And it's easy to say, yeah, well, look at this pump you missed out on. I've missed out on a million pumps. I could have bought Apple at 1p a share, right? Like, we can play this game all day. I could have bought Bitcoin at $1, all right? There's always another pump. There will be millions more pumps in the future. My job is not to catch every single pump. My job is to just try to consistently make money in a reliable way and to share with you how I do that on YouTube and try to uphold the highest possible standard of crypto influencers and YouTube traders. So I do not condone this, but we can have a laugh, and then I'll take you to a slightly darker place, like I said, and show you that I think this is a DDoS attack on the Bitcoin network. So let's get into this. First of all, this bell curve of distribution for investor intelligence, I think applies to Pepe and a lot of the meme coins. There are undoubtedly some ultra high IQ investors out there that will have been able to see this coming. They would have been able to buy down here and make an absolute fortune out of this pump. Okay. But the majority, let's be honest, the majority of investors sit to the left of this bell curve. This is the majority of people invested in Pepe. They have no idea even what they're buying, let alone how to trade or when to exit or how to spot the top. So continuing on with this theme, okay, if you think there's some sort of serious project or serious potential behind these meme coins, let me just show you this clip right here, okay? It takes 27 seconds, you can see the timer in the top right, to create an altcoin. It really is as simple as this, okay? You name it, you add your symbol for the ticker, you tick a few boxes, as you can see I'm ticking the boxes, and then you open it up. And before too much longer, you'll be able to link this to a MetaMask wallet, and you will see we're now just about 3 or 4 seconds away from having this meme coin deployed on the blockchain. So here it is, as you can see, and then we're going to click onto this on Etherscan, and there it is, okay? Here is, here's our meme coin of easy money. So that's all there is to these types of meme coins, okay? So these are not special. They have absolutely nothing back in them. Anyone can create one in seconds. Now let's take this place out of the humorous side and into the more sinister side of things, okay? If you were evil and you worked for the government and they could give you a bunch of money, you could in theory make Bitcoin unusable for months. I don't know if months is perhaps a bit hyperbolic. Let's say days, weeks. Nobody would really know. You just mint an infinite amount of these altcoins or meme coins on the BRC20 program. This does a couple of things. First of all, it spams the network, okay? It fills the mempool with transactions, and this has a couple of knock-on effects. The first is we see the fees spike through the roof, and they've gotten so bad of late that the amount of transaction fees in a block has actually exceeded the block reward in some cases. Okay, so this is not something you typically see. We have seen this at least a couple of times in each cycle before. It usually occurs right at the tops. Now, I don't think this is a top signal because this isn't really retail. Retail hasn't arrived. Retail doesn't have the technical skill set to go into a decentralized exchange or swap wallets or anything like that and collect these meme coins. Retail is typically just downloads Coinbase, right, and buys some Bitcoin right at the top. So I do think there's something a bit more sinister here, but you can see the amount of impact this is having in the short term. At one point, we had almost 500,000 transactions stuck in the Bitcoin mempool as well. So it really is a spam attack. And this has even had a knock-on effect to Binance, where they've temporarily suspended Bitcoin withdrawals due to the congestion issues. So ultimately, this does look like some form of DDoS attack. A DDoS attack, or distributed denial of service attack, is where you spam something to make it unusable. Now, to be clear, Bitcoin's not unusable, it's just slowed down a little bit. But the original form of DDoS attacks used to occur on websites. So what would happen is if you wanted somebody to be unable to access a website, then you could organize a DDoS attack on a website. And all that means is that you just get thousands and thousands of requests to access a website all simultaneously. And what happens is the website crashes, it goes down. So that means that anyone that has a legitimate interest in accessing that website, when they were to go onto that website, would not be able to get there. It would just crash and say, oh, it's unresponsive. That's how a DDoS attack works. And this is essentially what's happening to Bitcoin. It's just people haven't worked this out yet because they still form on the far left-hand side of this bell curve. All they are thinking about is greed and money, and they just don't have any idea about what's going on behind the scenes. So instead of everyone using Bitcoin for its intended purpose, to be a peer-to-peer payment system and the best store of value the planet has to offer, now people are using these ordinals via the Taproot system to transact in these meme coins. And like I said, it's just spamming the network and slowing it down. Now, again, to be clear, Bitcoin will survive this. This is not going to bring Bitcoin down. And there are, of course, silver linings to this. First of all, I hope you can see this, it's quite faint on my screen. On the far right-hand side in green, there's this massive spike, and that is the amount of new Lightning nodes and channels that are opening up on Bitcoin. So the fact that everything is slowing down, the fact that transaction fees are getting higher as a result of this DDoS attack on the Bitcoin network, more and more people are saying, well, why don't we move to Lightning nodes? Why don't we allow instant settlement for free or nearly free instead of having to wait and pay the high transaction fees via the regular Bitcoin protocol? We're also seeing Binance come out and tell us that they're going to integrate the Bitcoin Lightning Network as well. So this was a long time coming. And like I said, every cloud has its silver lining, right? But believe me, BRC20 tokens, these meme coins built on Bitcoin, these are soon to be extinct in my opinion. And this is why, okay? The nodes and the miners are not going to tolerate this forever. Remember, their investment, their capital expenditure, their income and livelihood is centered around Bitcoin running as Bitcoin should. So whilst at the moment the miners might be enjoying collecting double the fees, whilst at the moment people are enjoying making some money from these meme coins, there is a patch to prevent this in the future. Ord Disrespector is a patch that you can run on your nodes that reroute the network around the ability to create infinite amounts of altcoins on Bitcoin. So the days for Pepe and all of these other BRC20 tokens are likely numbered. Like I said, once this starts to have legitimate impact, I mean, it has slowed the Bitcoin network down, but it's not made it unusable. It's a temporary thing. And ultimately, as always, Bitcoin doesn't care. Bitcoin is a self-healing, self-repairing network. Every attack on Bitcoin just makes it stronger. But as I said, make no mistake about it, a patch is already out there. More and more node operators are going to start to run this patch. So like I said, the days for Pepe are numbered. And I've seen this so many times, but this is just such a good clip to illustrate this. Let me show you this clip, okay? Because this is likely what is coming to all of these meme coins at some point in the future.
So the market cap is $2.168 trillion. And now the market, oh, it went to zero. Yo!
So there you have it, okay? I mean, it's not funny. It's not funny because, like I say, the people that form at the far left end of this bell curve, they're going to lose all their money at some point. Now, I hope you make money. I really do. I hope that you can get out of this token with some profit and you don't become one of these people here. But ultimately, this is what happens with any investment that can be created, as I showed you, where is it in 27 seconds or less, okay? So anyway, I hope you don't get wrecked. I really hope you don't suffer the fate of this poor person here. But make no mistake about it, this is likely coming to all of these meme coins at some point. So in summary, Bitcoin doesn't care. Patches will show up. This will just be another thing that we'll laugh about in the future. And this will just be yet another attack that failed and proved Bitcoin was even stronger than people initially thought. This is not like a brand new thing. This is essentially a mistake. We've had the ability to create these BRC20 tokens for some time. Ever since the implementation of Taproot and ordinals. I mean, think about it. We saw this not too long ago with NFTs, right? People started to do NFTs on the Bitcoin network. That got congested for a bit. And then people realized, well, they're not really non-fungible tokens anyway, because you can't actually tell which Satoshi has been used to make the transaction. So because it's not got 100% traceability, then it can't be a non-fungible token, right? There's no real way of proving who actually owns that image. So we've seen this before. It kind of got shrugged off. I mean, can you even remember NFTs on Bitcoin? It wasn't that long ago, but it just feels like a lifetime ago because we've all moved on and we've all gotten over it. I'm sure this will be the same thing for these meme coins. And ultimately, like I said, the patches are out, the patches are going to be run. And I think these meme coins days are numbered. But remember, Bitcoin doesn't care. Okay, Bitcoin doesn't care. The hash rate is still growing. As you can see, difficulty in pink up at all-time highs. Hash rate also up at all-time highs. And at the same time, over in Liechtenstein, they're planning on accepting Bitcoin for government services, okay? Look at what is going on behind the scenes. A Bitcoin store has been spotted in the capital of Croatia. So again, we just keep seeing adoption absolutely everywhere. There's this really cool new idea, the Bitcoin Lightning Network, to unlock a door, okay? You make a micropayment transaction using Lightning, as you can see here. And once that transaction has gone through, it unlocks the door. So, I mean, we're seeing more and more development that is positive all the time. But of course, for development, you have to try everything, including these meme coins, until we work out what's actually good for the network and what isn't. Over in Germany, on TV, on their national television, they are reporting of a Bitcoin hotel. So again, we continue to see adoption just absolutely everywhere. This thing really is thriving. And I wanted to show you this because this is really, really cool. So what they've got is hydroelectric energy, meaning clean, renewable, very, very cheap or nearly free energy. And they use this to mine Bitcoin, right? They use this to power a data center. Now, the Bitcoin miners give off a lot of heat. And then they use this heat to warm the inside of this room where they grow hydroponic plants. So they have the room heated up by the Bitcoin miners. They have a hydroponic plants growing system where they can grow like fruit and vegetables. And this is all hooked up to fish tanks where they can hatch fish as nurseries. The fish produce waste. The waste gets siphoned off and is used as nutrients to feed the plants. So this is a giant green cycle that is all powered by Bitcoin mining. Like I said, you get the free hydroelectric energy to power the Bitcoin miners. The Bitcoin miners give off heat. The heat is used to heat the warehouse. And then inside of that, you can grow fish, you can farm fish, and you can use the fish waste to then farm fruit and vegetables and hydroponic plants. So, I mean, this is really fantastic. This is really amazing to see, isn't it? And from Bitcoin to traditional finance, you can see that bearishness continues to become more and more extreme. Sentiment continues to become more and more soured. Historically speaking, this is used for fuel for further upside. This does not speak to a stock market crash, in my opinion, even though the majority of market participants are currently bearish. And I can evidence this point because the blue line down the bottom here is the percentage of weeks in the past year where the bearish view was greater than the bullish view. And as you'll notice, whenever you get these major spikes in bearishness, it usually coincides with the bottoms for stock markets and further upside ahead. Here's those same sentiment statistics down the bottom overlaid on the Dow. As you can see, we've broken out of the 2022 bear market trend line. We've retested it. Now we're moving higher and continuing to break out. So as far as I can tell, this bearish sentiment is going to provide fuel for further upside. Of course, I'm open to changing my mind or changing my stance if the market proves me wrong. But as it stands, I am cautiously optimistic about better than expected outcomes for the stock market walking forward. I certainly don't have the conviction that Henrik here has. He says if you're bearish, you're wrong. I think one day at a time, as always. But he says Apple is close to an all-time high. Perhaps I'm biased because I have an Apple long open. But again, these charts, they don't look bearish, do they? They don't look bearish. They look like we're in the middle of making a last blow-off top move before then we move into this crash. So I don't have much to say about the charts because I've covered it all over the weekend. And it's, as you can see, it's not even 10 a.m. UK time here. So not much has changed. But I can tell you this, the dollar looks weak. The dollar looks like it wants to break down. We know that we've been targeting 94 to a 96 range for some time. I think we're about to see this happen. This would make the most sense to me whilst we enter the final blow off top portion of the rally in risk assets. So one day at a time as always, but I do expect this dollar to break down in the not too distant future. Bitcoin is doing Bitcoin things, isn't it? On its way to that 60-day cycle low. So we are on day 59 today. Any kind of undercut here, followed by a reversal, and you will see me go long. I'll be posting this on Twitter as well. And I'm looking to get long at the open today. So expect me to post this to Twitter. Expect me to tell you I've added a long to the S&P 500 wherever I can get in. And the stop will go below this low. And we'll count this as the cycle low for the S&P 500. So that's all I'm going to go through in terms of the charts. Like I said, if you want to see a deep dive in a TA and all of that stuff and all of my live positions, then go and watch the weekend video. I'll be posting more content for you all tomorrow and any updates to trades. Like I said, it's only really going to be this. I'm just going to be looking to add an S&P long today. I'll post it to Twitter and let you know when I've done it. And really quickly, it's Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK. So this is a UK traded stock, IPX. It won't be trading until tomorrow, but tomorrow I do expect it to break out and I will likely be adding along to IPX. So again, free trade set up and signal called out well ahead of time. And I'll try and post this to Twitter as well when I take it. But if we can break out of here on a daily closing basis, then expect me to buy this into the close and look for further upside from IPX. So I hope you found value here today. Hope you found this entertaining. And I hope you're looking forward to the rest of this week as much as I am. In the meantime, I hope you're doing well in life. Take care from me. All the best. Cheers. Bye.